parents are welcome to this small, short briefing and discussion session, okay, on Japan, Korea, France, Germany, JPA's program has. All right, we will just start of it. We will make it a discussion session today, and there's one Chinese student, and she requested that she would want to join. So, and there was another request earlier, another Indian student or parents. They won't be able to understand Tamil very much. So I told both of them that I will conduct the session today in English, and of course the notes are all in Bahasa. All right, here and there we will use Tamil. All right. The other day, just last Monday, the session was fully in Tamil. Okay, there are of course some schools when they invite me, there are multiracial crowds. For example, Bukit Mertajam High School in Penang, they invited me prior to last year. It was a multiracial crowd, so I spoke fully in Bahasa and English. There was another Form 6 school in Penang Island. It was also a multiracial crowd, so depends on the crowd. No? So depends on the need, we will use the language accordingly. Generally, whenever I start a session like this, I'll go for a small, maybe 15-20 minutes, small presentation. After my presentation, slide presentation, then we'll open the floor for discussion, and then from there we will pick up. And the Japan, Korea, France, Germany, JPA scholarship offer and the education movements a bit very much complicated compared to the normal 9A plus uh, I mean internal, okay, national scholarship, because they're not straightforward. Okay, they are supposed to score 3.75 for, let's say, STPM 3.5, matriculation Asasi foundation 3.75 minimum if they have scored. So, and then like A level means minimum 13 points, then international baccalaureate, Australian matriculation, there are requirements. So according to their pre-education requirement, which JPA calls it as peringkat persediaan. Pre-education JPA terms it as peringkat persediaan. According to their score, they will be eligible from then only. Even though now their pre-education is sponsored, actual scholarship, I will say, will start only when they have qualified in their pre-U education, which JPA names it as peringkat persediaan. Whereas your Japan, Korea, France, Germany program has differs a bit. Okay, it's very complicated because there are 4 countries, and the requirements and the procedure are not standard for all the 4 countries. So today we'll have it as a initial briefing session, initial discussion session. We can always have it another time, second time. We can have it for the third time after your briefing by JPA. JPA will surely conduct a briefing session physically last time, but nowadays surely it will be an online briefing. If possible, I will also take part in your online briefing by JPA. Then from there we will pick up again. We will have our own discussion again. Okay, first thing, for these 4 countries, your peringkat persediaan will be in our country. There are also cases just now I saw, after a short period here, you are straight away supposed to leave to the country concerned. Then from there you pick up. In most cases you pick up from here, then only you move to other countries. And the peringkat persediaan here, and no standard. Okay, some short, some long term, and depends. All right, so we will go and visit, let us get to know the information from my slides, then we will open the floor for discussion. All right, okay, and let me just give me 1 minute for me to start doing the presentation. Student, can someone let me know whether you can see my first slide, my name card?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
You can see my first slide.
Yes, sir.
Moving to the second, third, can,
Yes,
all
yes.
right. Okay, good. Okay, our program, okay, this particular program is known as Pengajian Peringkat Persediaan dan Ijazah Pertama di bawah program khas Jepun, Korea, Prancis, dan Jerman. Okay, Japan, Korea, France, German. Okay, this one, this scholarship, this, okay, we generally we use the word scholarship. Yes, it was a scholarship some 6 years ago. Some 6 years ago, JPA changed the policy, the DASA. Last time, any JPA, it was known as JPA scholarship. Nowadays, it is no more known as JPA scholarship. It is under the category of PBU, Pinjaman Boleh Ubah. The meaning of Pinjaman Boleh Ubah means doesn't really mean it is pinjaman. Okay? It is will the money will be given to you. I mean the fund is used by you. At the beginning, it is considered as pinjaman loan, but there is a work bond with the government. When you fulfill the work bond, then it will be considered as scholarship. If you breach the contract, then you need to repay. How long you breach that amount? Okay, maybe proportionately. And then when you work in government or private sector or in a government link company, all depends, and depends how much you are going to get involved in repayment. Generally it is known as pinjaman boleh ubah. Okay, for your information, okay, for your knowledge, this pinjaman boleh ubah, this term is used by JPA for last 6 years. But actually, this term has been there for, I mean, even earlier, used by other scholarship providers. Some scholarship provider, they will say, we give you loan, it is under the category of pinjaman boleh ubah, PBU. You can convert this pinjaman into scholarship by you scoring certain CGPA. Say they may impose 3.6 or 3.7 or 3.9, something like that. They will impose certain condition. If you fulfill the condition, like usually the score condition, okay, then the pinjaman will be converted to scholarship. So that also will be known as pinjaman boleh ubah. Some pinjaman boleh ubah, okay, can be tied up with the work bond, like in this case, JPA. Okay, generally, even though it is known as an engineering scholarship, the bidang covered are bidang kejuruteraan, science and technology. And of course, some science social. Even though generally we call it as Japan, Korea, France, Germany engineering scholarship, okay? And they've got even normal, other than it could be science, but close to engineering, may not be 100% engineering, all right? And by these countries, okay, by these four countries, this has been there for so long, so many years. Okay, those days, when I started writing articles in Tamil paper in the month of May 2009, my third article was on JPA. Of course, my article was always critical against the government. I criticized government that they don't offer this to non-Malays, all those things are right. With the statistics, I was writing with the statistical proof, okay, documentary proof. So my third article, when I wrote my third article in the month of May 2009, that time JPA was generally known as JPA PIDN. Okay, no, sorry. PIDN means Program Ijazah Dalam Negara. Another one is PI, Program Ijazah Luar Negara, PILN. When the new DASAR came out some 6-7 years ago, PILN was stopped. That means no more JPA sponsorship for foreign countries. That means no more. Except this Japan, Korea, France, Germany. Prior to the DASAR change, policy change, Japan, Korea, France, Germany scholarship. Okay, let me easier for me when I use the word scholarship. Okay, scholarship was given for 300 students. When the DASAR changed, they reduce it to 200. And those days, when 9A plus scholarship was known as, in the year 2011, 9A plus scholarship, it was known as bursary. It was started. When bursary scholarship was started, initially it was meant for overseas and local. And when the new DASAR was imposed some 6 years ago, I told you, and then the government came out with the circular stating that this bursary scholarship will be known as some other name. Okay, now we call it as also program as Dalam Negara for the 9 to 12 A plus student. So then they stopped, foreign scholarship. But again, with this 9 to 12 A plus students, uh, those days they were sponsoring 50 students for overseas immediately after Form 5. Even though the scholarship was stopped for foreign countries, okay, overseas. Now the 50 has been reduced to 20. So I'm sure some of you would have also applied for that scholarship, the overseas scholarship, mainly non-science programs, So they're on only for 20 students. And this one, your program, is only for 200 students. Earlier, it was given for 300 students. All right. These are the changes for your information over the years. Sharat Umum, we need not go now. Maybe I will use all these Sharat for future students. Now you all are only the eligible students have applied and have got it. So what is the point of me talking now? Sharat Umum, I can use the slide for future talks. Okay, now we coming to Japan. The Sharat. Again, for me, I don't think there is a need to talk about Sharat all. Would be time consuming. I will use all these slides for future SPM students. Okay, because you all have applied with your known Sharat, all right. Applied, undergone all the selection process. Only those who have been selected are today with me. Am I correct? Okay. The first one, Japan program. The Pringkat Persediaan, where will it be? It will be in Shalam. Okay. Jepun Intech Education College will be in Shalam. You know the address, Kejurutran. And then Korea Intech Education College. Okay. Also the same place. Okay. The requirement we need not discuss. And then Korea. Okay. You see here, Korea Kejuruteraan. Korea Science and Technology, also in the same place. But you will see your code, program code. I won't know what program you all applied and what program you all have been offered. All right. You see the code. I'm sure you all know by now what is your code. Again, okay, just now we saw what? Japan, then Korea. Korea, there are two. Kejurutran, Science and Technology. France, Kejurutran, also at the same place. France, Science Social at a different place. You see, France Kejurutran Engineering at Intech Education College Shalam, whereas Science Social will be at Uni MFI, means Malaysian France Institute. Malaysian French Institute. Okay. Okay, for your information, BMI, British Malaysian Institute, was an independent college those days. Malaysian French Institute, okay, was another independent college by itself. Later, government decided to bring all this, put under Unicale. Unicale is a university under MARA, but under private category. UITM, you all know, also under MARA, but under public university category. UITM is under public university category, is actually owned by MARA. It is, you can apply for you. Of course, we can't apply. Malays will apply. Bhumiputra will apply for UITM through UPU. Whereas MARA, all other MARA colleges, all Unicale doesn't fall under UPU, doesn't fall directly under government. But you all know MARA is for Malays. and it is sort of a government-linked company. And when Unicale was formed, all these independent colleges, Malaysian British Institute, Malaysian France Institute, were all brought into Unicale. Okay, so Unicale, the science social, the requirement we need not look at it. Where is it? This Unicale, Malaysian France Institute, Bangi. Okay, is in Bangi under Unicale. Unicale has got around 20 different colleges under one umbrella. All right, Unicale has got around 20 different colleges under one umbrella, and this Uni MFI, Malaysian France Institute or French Institute, is one of them. And German, German, Kejuruteraan is here and is in the Intech Education College and also in Sunway College. You can see your code, your program code. And another one, you can see, okay, this is, the requirement. And there are two places I told you, Intech College in Chalam, and also they use the Sunway College facilities. Science and technology, German, just now German engineering, now German science and technology, German Intech Education College, it is in Chalam. Okay, let us see here how it will be actually go. Okay, how actually it will go. Okay, Japan, how will that work, your education? Kejuruteraan Technical Jepun, the peringkat persediaan, the initial education, okay, will be at Intech Education College. Kursus persediaan Technical Jepun, the duration will be 24 months. Okay, duration will be 24 months. And then, of course, for degree, you'll go to that country, diploma 3 years, and IP means ijazah pertama 2 years. Okay, whereas Korea's Intech Education College in Malaysia, and later you'll move to Korea. Intech Education 9 months, and the Persediaan and the Sijil Bahasa. And the second one, the Korea, this university, 12 months. After that, you will move to direct first degree. If you're maybe the first peringkat persediaan CGPA is 3.75 and above. If your peringkat persediaan CGPA is 3.75 and above, you'll move direct to degree, ijazah pertama 4 years. If your CGPA happen to be below 3.75, then you'll be doing 2 years diploma and 2 years degree. Also 4 years duration. Then France, your peringkat persediaan, okay, will be here 1 month, and then this institute persediaan di Prancis 12 months. That means after 1 month, if you are under this category, after 1 month preparation, you'll immediately move to France. Okay, 5 years degree. Okay, diploma, all this. Okay, diploma. Okay, 5 years. And let's say you are now under this peringkat persediaan means Unicale, Malaysian France Institute. Okay, France Institute, and then this institute. Okay, here you'll be placed 13 months, and 2 months bridging program once you are in France. After that, you continue. DUT, all the meaning are there. A diploma, universitas, something like that. All right. France. Okay, German, same. Okay, German, Intech College here. A-level German and the bridging course. A-level German, 22 months must be in Intech. Maybe when you move to German, there will be some 6 months bridging course. Then you see the ijazah lah. BCH means what? BCH means bachelor. MA means master. That means you go to German. If you are under this category, within 5 years, you are coming out with a master. All right. And then the second category, Sunway College, 18 months. And then you move to German. You do some bridging course, 8 months. First degree, 3 years. Masters, 2 years. That means German program, You go there and come back with masters. Okay. Generally, when the money is given to you, not money is given to you, you are sponsored. Okay, the programs are sponsored. Uh, you are expected to work for Malaysian government because JPA is a federal government fund. Initially, it is given to you when the fund is given to you for your usage when you are sponsored. Nowadays, will be known as Pinjaman loan. And when you are, of course, during the briefing ceremony, you'll be briefed all this and you'll go into agreement with the government because JPA fund comes with your agreement and the agreement will clearly spell out the terms and conditions and you are expected to serve, okay, for the government so a certain number of years. And when it comes to serve the government, especially by this Japan, Korea, France, Germany students, it is actually a very much complicated process. So we really need not worry about all those. You just go and study. When you come back, the question is where the government will place you, whether the government can place you in time. If the government cannot place you, cannot find a job in time, the question is who breaches the contract? Not you. The government breaches the contract. When the government breaches the contract, okay, what is the status of that contract? Will that become null and void and you're free of service with the government? Or government directly they cannot find a job for you? Are they going to place under government link company? And if government places you under government link company, are you expected to repay 25%? Isn't that unfair to you? Because you are willing to work, serve for the government, expecting you need not pay anything. And if the government places you under GLC, and you have got the right to ask JPA, you are placing me under GLC, why should I pay 25%? It is not, I'm moving on my own wish, right? All right. So all this will come after you finish your term and come back. And now, every now and then, the government, I think, will not be the same government. Looks like will not be the same government. Government changes. The usually JPA does don't change like government changing lah. Okay, JPA does JPA kekal, government tak kekal. Okay, so there could be some dasar kekal by the JPA. How much it will change will not follow the government changes. All right. So from time to time we can get to know, and of course you can ask all this when the taklimat is given by the JPA officers in near future. Okay, all this not necessary today. All the other. This is my article I started in the year 2009. 2009, I wrote about JPA in Tamil paper. I started writing that time. 10,000 scholarships were given for local and 2,000 for overseas those days. Now we are talking about 200 scholarship for you, correct? Those days, JPA was given for 2,000 students. Local, 10,000. All right. And then, um, yeah. Okay. And then when the bursary was started, it was initially started for local and government. And you don't get confused with your JPA, this JPA and Mara JPA. When every year, when you will come to know, every year when you come to know that budget is okay submitted in government for approval, sorry, in parliament for approval, you will find JPA fund allocation, normal JPA, which we also can apply. Another JPA for Mara. Mara JPA, they use it even for overseas, okay, without any question. Lah. But for us, very, very limited foreign country scholarship. All right, okay. I will end my session now. It's going to be 9:25 and already 9:25. We will can start discussion. Okay. For those who are new today and don't know my number, if there are any in case, okay, this is my number. I just take down my number 01764709006, and you can request our WhatsApp group link. I'll pass it to you. You can join the group, and from that group, we will have our further discussion. We can have another session like this after your taklimat by JPA. All right. Okay, I'll end my presentation now. Okay, students and parents, if there are any inquiries, you can start discussion. Okay, there is a Chinese girl or boy, I don't know. There's a Chinese, and there are one or two Indian students and the parents. They told me earlier they cannot understand Tamil very much, so I'm conducting fully the session in non-Tamil. So we can use Bahasa, we can use English. If there are one or two wording from you in Tamil, should be fine. All right. So can we start our discussion? Any inquiries? Okay, by students, parents about JPA, the conditions. Anyone can start. Parents, y'all can hear me? Hello? Someone?
வணக்கம் வணக்கம்
வணக்கம்.
சார்.
Yeah, வணக்கம் சார். Yeah.
இப்ப பிள்ளைங்க இங்க இருந்து ஓவர்சீஸ்க்கு போறாங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அங்க போயிட்டு இவங்களுக்கு பேமெண்ட், அதாவது இவங்க கொடுக்குற அலவன்ஸ் எல்லாம் போதுமானதா இருக்குமா இல்லையா, அல்லது அப்படி சூழல் ஏற்பட்டா என்ன நடக்கும், அதாவது புரியுது.
Okay. To my knowledge, okay, the Mr. Palanisamy is inquiring on the issue of funds. Okay, whether it will be ever sufficient when they are in overseas, or the parents need not top up. Okay, to my knowledge, okay, the past students have never, I have never heard of any complaint of insufficient fund by JPA. It is always in excess, not insufficient. It is always in excess. Need not worry. JPA fund would be sufficient for all cost. Any other queries, sir? Any other students, parents? The Chinese girl here. Any inquiry? Girl or boy?
I'm actually a boy. Yeah.
Oh, your boy. Yeah, Jin Hen.
Yeah.
Anything you would like to know?
Because the first time when I go to a Tanglimat for JPA, right, they say that they have no rights for to find a job for us after the scholarship. So
Okay.
they say bukan tanggungjawab JPA untuk mencari jawatan bagi scholar.
Memang katakan bukan tanggungjawab dia lah. Kalau tidak ada tanggungjawab dia, kalau dia kata tak ada tanggungjawab dia, apakah akan berlaku kepada kontrak? That one is that whenever JPS scholarship officer speaks to you in this way, you know your immediate question would be, memang kerajaan tidak bertanggungjawab untuk mencari kerja untuk anda semua serta-merta. Baguslah. Okay. Apakah maksud ni? So when you read your agreement before you all signing, okay, all these are really carefully you must read. It's all spelled out there. Okay, it's all out there. If you breach, what is the punishment? If the other side, government breach, how? Okay, how long? They cannot drag on after they have given you the fund. They cannot say, bukan tanggungjawab kami untuk cari kerja, but how long? So after certain period, after what period? Okay, after a period of how long? The contract will become null and void. So all this you must really read the terms before you all sign. Of course, we are going to rush and sign. We want this fund. We want to go to these countries, but they will exactly follow the agreement. Don't worry. They may breach, and as for the breach, they will act accordingly. You don't worry that they breach and they punish you. No, it will not happen.
Okay, noted.
Okay. Any other questions?
So the study fees, everything, they pay, JPA paid 100% or the just paid 80%. I saw somewhere in website they said only 80% JPA will pay, the 20% the student must pay. Is true?
No, it's not true.
No.
If you have read anywhere, please let us know, because how if there are families they can't afford to pay this 20%. It is not a local studies, it's an overseas education. Okay, no such thing, sir.
It's actually the rules and regulation is actually updated in one of the syarat that they upload yesterday. But after for a while they remove the file, they remove the syarat and they re-upload the new syarat which without the 20% and 80% agreement. I
Yeah.
said they hide the rules or 20%. If not stated means it won't be the rules, right?
Yeah. You are telling that uploaded and then withdrawn.
Yeah, actually at first they upload the rules for 80% and 20%. Then after for a while they remove.
Yeah,
So that means now 100% lah.
it's supposed to be, sir. I don't know which officer,
No,
they
that's right.
uploaded. Because never in the past.
Okay.
Never in the past.
So after studied in the foundation Persediaan, the student have to apply the university. Who will decide which university? Let's say in German, which university they will decide. The student have to apply for the degree, or the JPA will provide or what?
Usually during this Peringkat Persediaan, sir, okay, the institute which you are there, the students are there, the students will be getting the guidance, and they will get the information for them to move for their next move. They won't be just simply stranded, okay, just for their Peringkat Persediaan. There will be some kind of communication with the JPA, and there are several, there could be some 40-50 students, because the total is 200. In each program, there is a possibility of maybe 40-50 students. They all will be collectively communicating with the JPA, and we need not worry that our child will be, stranded.
So for 200 students, each country will be allocated like 50 students like that.
We won't know the percentage, sir.
Oh.
They officially they don't really announce it.
How many non-Malays will go for this program?
That also we won't know. We won't know. All these data, the government will never tell out. We can do our own head counting lah, when the students are there. Of course, when the students are there, they with this our WhatsApp group. Okay, when students, I'm sure not all are in our group. When you all have joined the college, the 4 colleges, the Peringkat Persediaan, from there we can request our students to do some kind of head counting. And now maybe initially they may not really physically go to the college. Maybe initially everything by online. But even in online, they will get to know their friends, who are those. And from there, you will get to know how many, Indians, Chinese, and so on. And then with the four colleges, we can do some counting. Maybe from this year, we can start this. And
Okay.
initially, some 6 years ago, they said 200, and we won't know whether they are giving more or less. We won't know. And in this program, there could be some other Mara program students, and they might be also combined in our cases. There is a possibility. Mara JPA students, they may be also together with this program has students. There could be. And when our students mix around with them, they will get to know they are under which program actually. Direct Mara or under this. We will get to know all those. We will do our own statistics lesson. Compose statistics. Okay, any other students? Any other inquiries? Okay.
Good evening,
Yeah.
sir.
Before that, before Sri Devi speak,
Yes.
Wong and other students,
Yes.
any indication of nearby Taklimat?
Nearby what?
Taklimat by JPA.
I think yes, 6th of August. They have like pendaftaran online. I'm not sure what's
Okay, after that, and Taklimat, any Taklimat, online Taklimat, any date fix?
No.
So far, no?
No, I think no.
No, I think they will fix a date and inform you all. Yeah, Sri Devi, you can speak, ma.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, during the Peringkat Persediaan in Malaysia, okay, just say the student during the Peringkat Persediaan, they did not do well and they did not meet the requirement, the CGPA. So what will happen to the student? I mean, do they need to repeat, or they will be knocked out and they have to look for another university? What will be the future? Please brief, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All this will be briefed during this Prinkat and Persediaan. Sorry, the Taklimat itself. So surely there will be some kinds of conditions imposed. Okay, the certain level of requirement. Okay, the country to country, the requirement may differ. The language learning and the score, like just now we saw, no, one country, okay, 3.75 and above, direct to degree, 3.75 and below, they will do 2 years diploma or 2 years degree, something like that. So surely they will impose. Just like JPA Dalam Nagara, program has 9A plus, they impose condition like A level, we need minimum 13 points, private foundation, matriculation, and Asasi, they need, JPA needs 3.75. If they don't meet, let's say theirs is 3.7, okay, no turning back. JPA will stop. Very strict. So many in the past. That's why on Monday's meeting, I reminded the students as much as possible, don't get involved with A level or Australian matriculation. Okay, because scoring whatever the matter, 13 points and so on, will be risky. Might as well go for an easier, safer path like matriculation or private foundation or government assasi. These smart students scoring 3.75 wouldn't be a problem. Okay, with that, then move to private. Okay, like they have got choice, private or government. They have got choice of A level of private foundation, and most of these smart students are also offered matriculation. So now they've got choice. Like your cases all, no choice. They have fixed the place, and the system going to start, and there is no much flexibility. So this question, of course, is common. The parents might ask, okay, what will happen if my child, they didn't really meet the requirement? But uh, of course, we will get to know during the briefing. But in my past experience, the punishment will be there. If we don't meet, maybe they may give some period of improvement, but most likely the student will be left off. So very strict. JP is very strict. Must really meet the requirement.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the briefing. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Others? Any other questions? Yeah. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Oh, I saw. Okay. I can see one
Sir?
chat. Here by Mayuri, in the chat box. So for the Japan program, there is 2 years courses per studian, 3 years diploma, 2 years degree, meaning 7 years. Is it worth spending 7 years to finish a degree in overseas when we can be doing masters locally in 7 years' time? Okay, the issue of we doing, even masters in 7 years in Malaysia, we cannot compare our Malaysian education with Japan education. Okay, the quality of teaching, okay, in this, okay, all these are developed countries. Okay, Japan, Korea, France, Germany, these are all developed countries. Okay, and these are all intergovernment arrangements for the developed countries to help developing countries like Malaysia. Okay, all these are under intergovernment agreements. Okay, intergovernment agreements. So you all will be thinking that actually our Malaysian government is spending a lot of money on you all, but some real fact is that these developed nations are actually giving free education to most of you all. JPA is just making some arrangement for you all to move. Of course, the cost in local JPA got to pay, but when you move to overseas, is really JPA paying money for you or not? There could be some payment, but actually this all comes free from the developed nation to a developing nation like this. That is why BMI, British Malaysian Institute. That is why Malaysian France Institute all came up with. And it is quite sad that these institutes are now all placed under UNICAL, under MARA. They were all independent colleges. Those countries, France and Germany, all will be thinking the Malaysians are really benefiting. They don't know a bit one-sided here. All right. So anyhow, we cannot compare our duration of education with the Japan level of technology, learning, engineering. When you come back, you'll come with full motivation and you will be considered as a special graduate rather than a student here having masters. You may be just coming from Japan with a bachelor degree, but that bachelor degree you'll be earning more. You'll be paid higher. Okay, you'll be regarded high because you are coming from Japan. Surely you would be really a talented guy, okay, student, rather than someone having a master's degree in engineering here. And how would they have got their masters here? A bachelor degree here, masters here, by teaching by some local institutes. What it can be local government university or private, but can they go near to a Japan university? No way. They are the producers and we are the consumers, and that is where Japan is a country, Korea is a country, okay, Germany is a country, France is a country. Really, science grows. Okay, really science grows, and really science is utilized, and really science researches are being done. It can be for medical. Okay, you see, we have got our own car, Proton car. When I was in my university, in Jitra University, when I was about to graduate, we were waiting on the road. We were told that Proton Saga is coming for a road show along the Alusta Jitra road. We were waiting along the road. It was in 1987-88. Until from then, first car Malaysia, led on the road, Proton Saga. Until today, Malaysia can't even manufacture engine one. We call it as Malaysian car, okay, but the engine is not ours. We until today we cannot manufacture an engine. After 30 years, 30, 40 years, we can't. Can we? Have you come across Malaysians? Coming out with their own cylinder, the engine, car cylinder engine, the piston, whereby we can register for the, okay, don't need to go to overseas. You register something under my IPO for the patent, and can you see whether Malaysia can sell the engine to other countries? We are all consumers of technology. We are all consumers of science. We are not producers. We are not researchers. And these are opportunities for you all to move to a country like Japan, Korea. Okay, change the trend of we always consume the technology. Where are we? When are we going to develop as a nation? Okay, to be known as we producers, we contribute. Okay, we can see so many kinds of technologies are coming out. Okay, drone technology we got in Malaysia. Okay, we talk about artificial intelligence, we got in Malaysia. There are universities have started teaching, but all these, where are the origin of artificial intelligence? Where is the origin of a drone? All from overseas. What we are consumers. There could be some lecturers teaching, but did the lecturers invent? No. That is why you cannot compare a degree of a Japan with a master's in Malaysia. Cannot. Non-comparable. So that is why. So that is my answer to Mayuri. Okay, any other? So that is why. So see, this is, I want to use this opportunity to change your mindset. Don't simply become an engineer, okay, normal, graduate, and you also follow like others. When you come back to Malaysia, you being employed with a company. It can be an international company. You can be earning as high as 15,000-20,000 ringgit per month. But are you going to be a normal employee just like others for over the years? When are we going to get involved in inventions, creations, researches? Not necessarily always in the medical field. in engine, okay, in machines, okay, and government is supposed to spend all this money with this kind of hope, intention. But is there any system by JPA itself, by the federal government itself, to make, to have some kind of measures? Okay, measures means some kind of statistics over the spend. Let's say the government has spent money, millions over last 10 years. What are the benefit for the country after spending money on thousands of students on, I mean, in overseas? Spending money, we send the student to overseas. The country is supposed to benefit what? And they call this JPA website as what? Modal Insan. What? Modal Insan. The Modal Insan, that means human resource. JPA spends money for local students and foreign students like you all. They spend money for them to create the Modal Insan, human resource, useful for the country. Why do they impose the condition for you all to serve, come back and serve the country? Because they hope that you all will help the country, you help the country to develop, okay, to develop, not simply working as others. So I hope you all will change your mindset, go for researches. If there is a need to stay in a country overseas, after you have fulfilled the requirement, if there is a way, let's say after you have fulfilled the requirement, if you can, there is a way to migrate over, please do so. Because you see whether you can contribute. If not from here, you contribute for science from elsewhere. For science means for human beings. If you are not given much chance here, okay, you go somewhere else. Of course, you need to come back and fulfill the JPA requirement. If you can get good chance here to fulfill all these wishes of inventions, creations, researches, okay, getting your research registered under my IPO, getting your research registered in some other country. You go to that extent, not simply coming back to Malaysia with the intention to work for money, for high salary. No. All right. Okay. Any other questions? I think I'm taking your time. எதுவும் கேள்வி இருக்குங்களா மற்றவங்க? இது நம்ம சொன்ன மாதிரி இது ஒரு டிஸ்கஷன், தான் நானும் கொஞ்சம் கூட பேசுறேன். Okay, I telling you all, don't become a normal graduate. Go for always researchers. In my even stage speech, I always mention my IPO. Okay. After so long, our country has not even, we can't create even one Nobel Prize winners. We talk about Nobel Prize winners, like, the RCSI program, medicine program by this RCSI. So they have created, to my knowledge, around 27 medical researchers by RCSI in Dublin. 27 medical researchers, Nobel Prize winners by one single college. Malaysia, we have not come out with any Nobel Prize winners in any sector. And all this we must break. We don't have a proper government leaders up there. We don't have any proper ministers up there. We don't have anybody to push. They talk terms, they talk science, they talk STEM and so on. But when it comes to implementation, when it comes to governing the law, especially the talent, when the talent is not given priority, when the race and religion, okay, always goes up, when the talent is not respected, okay, irrespective of race and religion, when the talent is not respected, surely migration will occur. Okay, brain drain, we call it as. So hopefully you all will understand this and do something for our country, our beloved country. And you may migrate your brain. Okay, you may also involve in brain drain. Okay, if your talent is not respected here. Okay, what else we can do? We want to do something else. Okay, we want to grow, we want to involve in research, but let's say our talent is not respected. Okay, and merit, we call it as, no respect for the merit, the talent, then what else we can do? All right. Hopefully, people like you all become leaders of the country in future. All right. Any other inquiry?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone is speaking. Louder,
Yes,
bit.
sir. Yeah,
Louder,
sir.
louder. I can't hear.
Okay, sir. My question is,
Yeah. Louder, Prajit.
can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir. My question is, after we finish all our studies under JPA, so is it considered that we have to find our own job after our studies, be it in government or GLC or private?
Okay. Actually, the money is given under PBU. The condition of PBU, pinjaman boleh ubah, the pinjaman boleh diubah kepada beasiswa apabila anda apa itu melaksanakan, menyempurnakan tempoh perkhidmatan bersama kerajaan. That is the dasar lah, supposed to be penyempurnaan tempoh perkhidmatan bersama kerajaan. That is the basic of this kind of contract. But our government is in situations, in many cases, when the graduates come back to Malaysia, they are unable to secure jobs for them. So when that thing happens, and just now, Jian Han also said, ini bukan tanggungjawab kerajaan untuk mencari kerja. So when you do so, the government also signed what? Some officer is signing on government's behalf, and you are signing, for you. And both sides signs, and becomes an agreement. It's a contract. And according to the contract, government is supposed to find a job. And this time, let us read the terms and conditions in full, how it really goes. If the government unable to find a job, so they may place you under GLC companies. When they place you under GLC companies, the terms now says you are supposed to repay 25%. And the money spent on you, not local, overseas. Okay, it may cross maybe 50, 60, 70, 100, 200,000. How to repay the 25%? And it is not your wish to serve in GLC company. Government says we can't find job for you, so we find a job for you in GLC. Government places you in GLC, and when you work under GLC, you are supposed to repay 25%. Isn't that unfair? Because it is not your wish to work in GLC. Government says there are jobs in GLC, go and work. So when government says you work under GLC, not direct under government, surely there will not be any imposition of 25%. Surely that is supposed to be the way, correct? So all this you should question when the taklimat comes. Okay. So far, I have never heard government imposing students repaying just because they are placed under JPA. GLCs or private. No. Always you can go back to government and JPA and discuss. It's all under negotiations. The paper and the actual implementations are different. Okay, the term says the government is supposed to find a job, but in reality, government unable to find. Like my case, for example, even me, I was sponsored by the KPM scholarship. The contract said you'll need to pay 50,000 fine. Of course, mine old timer lah. Okay, 50,000 fine. So, and KPM, Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, and they are supposed to give us diploma pendidikan, and they dragged 1 year, 2 year. I was already involved in some other job. So, and then when I go back after 1 year, then they said, okay, government, we breached the contract. So now the contract is no more there. You are not tied up with the government. Not tied up with the government means 50,000 I need not pay. So I was a government scholar also. So I was told that they breached the contract. So I'm not obliged to repay the 50,000. So all this, of course, we are going to question when the taklimat comes. Any other question from other students? That is why I propose maybe we can meet up for another 45 minutes or 1 hour after the taklimat. And when you all have started maybe your programs at different places by the different countries, we will get to know the taklimat, and then okay, then if there is a need, it's no harm coming back to to this kind of discussion for another, maybe short-term discussion, maybe half an hour, 20 minutes or what. Not compulsory, lah. Those who can contribute time, why not we come back and discuss. Over a period, you all can choose to stay in the same group or can leave the group, up to you all. And when you all in overseas, from there, we can still communicate with this group, with the same group, so that we all can get to know what is happening actually in France, in Japan, Korea, and so on. So that we can share this information to the juniors. Especially when I get to know information from you all, it will benefit me to pass the information to the others. Okay, it's going to be 10. Can we end the session? Are there any other inquiries?
No, sir.
இல்லை ஓகே ஓகே வேற எதுவும் இல்லாட்டினாக்கா நம்ம இதை முடிச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகே டெக்ஸ்ட் ஆல்சோ ஐ திங்க் மயூரிஸ் இஸ் த லாஸ்ட் டெக்ஸ்ட். ஓகே பிஃபோர் வி எண்ட் எனி அதர் என்கொயரிஸ் ஃப்ரம் பேரண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்? Okay, I'm sure you all are in my WhatsApp group. Are there any who are new here but don't know the WhatsApp group? Are there any?
Yes, we are new. We don't have.
You don't know the. Okay, you know my handphone number, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, you text me later. I'll send you the link.
Okay, thanks.
Any others not in the group? Okay, if let's say there is no any other further inquiries, it's going to be 10 or now it's 10 on already. Can we end the session? Can we? We will. All right. We will end the session, and anything we can communicate through our WhatsApp group. Thanks, students, for joining. I will catch up with you all again. Thank you. Thank you for
sir.
today's session.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yeah. Bye.
ரொம்ப நன்றி சார்.
நன்றிங்க சார். நன்றி. மிக்க நன்றி.
ரொம்ப நல்லது.
அனைவருக்கும் இந்த நிகழ்வில் கலந்து கொண்ட மாணவர்கள், பெற்றோர்கள், ஆசிரியர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி கூறி நாம் விடைபெறுவோம். நன்றி.
சார் வணக்கம் சார்.
வணக்கம்மா.